He was the face of SNL, the heart of the Blues Brothers, the legend of Animal House. But behind the laughs was a man slowly fading into a $2,500 a week drug addiction. Rich gone wrong. John Belushi didn't just change comedy, he exploded into it. With a magnetic mix of mischief, chaos, and raw talent, Belushi helped create a new standard for sketch comedy in America. When he joined Saturday Night Live in 1975, he wasn't just another cast member, he was the show. His performances were electric. Whether it was the sword-wielding samurai delicatessen clerk, the grunting dancing bee in a yellow-striped leotard, or that legendary caffeine-chugging Weekend Update guy, Belushi wasn't acting, he was unleashing. He made live TV feel dangerous, unpredictable, and thrilling. Then came the Blues Brothers. What began as a quirky musical skit with Dan Aykroyd turned into a full-fledged cultural phenomenon. With Belushi as Joliet, Jake and Aykroyd as Elwood, they blended soul, blues, and rock into something that wasn't just a parody, it was the real deal. They released a double platinum album, filled arenas, and the 1980 movie adaptation became a classic that still resonates to this day. Belushi wasn't just making people laugh, he was making them dance. The Blues Brothers aren't just remembered, they're immortal. His comedic style, big, physical, bold, echoed legends like Curly from the Three Stooges, but Belushi brought a manic charm and emotional edge that made him unforgettable. He could go from wild chaos to subtle vulnerability in a heartbeat. That's what made him one of a kind. At the peak of his life, Belushi was worth an estimated $5 million, the equivalent of over $15 million today. He partied with music royalty, Hollywood elite, and legends of comedy. But behind the scenes, his drug use was spiraling out of control. Cocaine became his fuel and his curse. In the months before his death, Belushi was spending an estimated $2,500 a week on drugs. Friends tried to intervene. Studios became nervous. He was temporarily fired from SNL due to his behavior, but always seemed to bounce back, until he didn't. In early March 1982, John checked into the Chateau Marmont in Los Angeles to work on a new movie. But instead of writing, he spiraled further into drug use. On March 5th, he was found dead in his bungalow. The cause? A speedball, a deadly mix of heroin and cocaine injected by Kathy Smith, who later confessed and served time for involuntary manslaughter. John Belushi was just 33 years old. He left behind a devastated family, heartbroken fans, and a legacy that still echoes in comedy to this day. From the halls of SNL to the stages of rock and roll, Belushi's comedic fire burned brighter and faster than most. Was John Belushi just a victim of fame and excess? Or was he chasing a lifestyle no one could survive? Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to Rich Gone Wrong.